If you are a fan of King Kong, this video is going to be an absolute treat for you. A lot of my viewers wanted to know what the future holds for Kong's character and what are his plans within the Monsterverse. In the current era, the most popular monster is undoubtedly Godzilla, and no wonder we are getting so many Godzilla contents over the course of the next 6 months. Godzilla has become almost as big of an icon in pop culture today as Iron Man, Batman, Spider-Man as well as Captain America. But, one thing that Godzilla cannot just take away is the legacy that King Kong leaves behind. Kong is still the granddaddy of every single monster in pop culture history. What Superman means to the legacy of superheroes, the same as the legacy of King Kong is towards fictional monsters across pop culture. Before I go further, I just want to make a small and quick request. Making these kind of videos really require a lot of time, dedication and effort. So, I request you to just dedicate 1 second of your time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It truly means the world. Okay, now let us come back to the topic. King Kong 1933 not only is the very first modern-day monster movie in cinema history, that movie is still considered to be one of the greatest horror movies ever made. In a way, the creation of every single fictional cinematic monster which, in some way or the other, is inspired by the success of King Kong 1933. This even includes the king of the monsters, Godzilla himself. So, there would be no Godzilla if it was not for the King Kong movie of 1933. Other than Godzilla, Kong also inspired a ton of other famous characters across pop culture history. The most important one among them is the Planet of the Apes franchise. Other inspirations include Gorilla Grodd from the DC universe, who is actually one of my personal favorite characters. The character also inspired the gorilla from the Rampage comic book franchise called George. The franchise also got a live-action adaptation back in 2018 featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. On the other hand, Godzilla further went on to inspire the creation of one of the greatest movie franchises of all time. Yes, I am talking about the Jurassic Park series, which is probably one of the greatest franchises to exist other than Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. And since Godzilla himself was heavily inspired by the success of King Kong 1933, this actually makes King Kong the true granddaddy of all monster movies that have made throughout the last 100 years. That is actually how iconic and legendary the character of Kong truly is. But I think, so far the Monsterverse has not been able to deliver the character the right kind of justice and treatment that he deserves so far. I feel that so far as the Monsterverse is concerned, King Kong somehow feels like a character who remains in the shadows of Godzilla. However, this might change pretty fast because, as per reports, Legendary Studios is very serious about Kong's future within the Monsterverse. They really want to make King Kong the poster boy of the Monsterverse franchise. And, as of late, there has been a lot of marketing going on around Kong. It is being reported by some very credible insiders and scoopers that Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, a highly anticipated upcoming Monsterverse theatrical release, will be used as a launching pad for Kong Skull Island Part 2. This movie will plant some major seeds for Kong Skull Island Part 2, which is rumored to be the next big Monsterverse project. If you have been following my channel, I already stated several times that Godzilla x Kong will be all about Kong and Godzilla teaming up to fight the giant red gorilla, which we already saw in the title reveal teaser. But, there is going to be a sub-storyline that is going to run alongside the main storyline of the movie. As per rumors from several insiders, the movie is said to begin with Kong spending time within the Hollow Earth after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. During his time there, he develops a special bond with a baby albino gorilla who lost his parents at the hands of one of the giant skull crawlers. During his time there, the two develop a father-son bonding very quickly. As per the same insiders, Legendary Studios already has an early concept art for the albino gorilla revealed to some of the top higher officials and executives. The albino gorilla is said to be very similar to the gorilla from the Rampage movie of 2018 with completely white fur, but his size would be very small. To be precise, he will be only as tall as the height of Kong's waist from his feet. So, apparently, this father-son relation will serve as the foundation for the next big movie within Legendary's Monsterverse, which will be called Skull Island: The Son of Kong. The title of this movie is actually inspired by the Son of Kong movie of 1933, which was an immediate sequel to the first King Kong movie. However, that movie had a completely different storyline and background. Apart from the movie featuring a white albino gorilla and his size, which was actually considerably smaller than King Kong, there is actually zero similarities between the two cases. The Son of Kong movie was made after the events of King Kong 1933, which involved the death of King Kong. So, the little gorilla did not have any chance to interact with King Kong himself, and most importantly, in that universe, there was no concept of Hollow Earth or any of that stuff. One of the most interesting theory that is being reported is that Son of Kong is being considered as a sidekick to Kong, who will help Kong in his battles with other titans for the future of the Monsterverse going forward. He will be sort of like Jason Todd's Robin if we consider King Kong to be Batman. His small size would allow him to be much more athletic and quick. And for those of you who do not know, Netflix exclusive, Skull Island has been officially renewed for a second season. And although not officially confirmed, it is being rumored that the second season will take place after the events of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. And Son of Kong will be a huge part of the second season. And Kong is also confirmed to be a huge part of Apple TV's upcoming show, Monarch: Legacy of the Monsters, which begins streaming from the 17th of November. The first 3 episodes of the show has already been shown to select audiences in private screening events in different locations within the United States. And few of my sources were also present in some of those screenings. They have confirmed to me that Skull Island would be heavily featured in the series. And we would get to see a decent number of brand new Kong footages throughout the course of the show. So, the reports about Legendary Studios trying to build Kong as the poster boy of the Monsterverse seems absolutely certain. And personally, I am really happy about this whole situation. What are your thoughts on this? Please let me know in the comments down below. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.